So, noch ein bisschen Raid gemacht, gute Nacht-Nachricht geschrieben und dann gehen wir mal nach Hause. Aufnahme funktioniert, ja.
Here, kitty, kitty. Row. Meow.
Ja, ich weiß, du magst es nicht.
Master Witcher, some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
Who is it?
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
Triss?
In the flesh?
Hey.
I thought you were in Kovir.
I got tired of waiting for you, so I decided to head to Toussaint. Catch some sun, see how things are going. You said it would only take a moment.
Things are pretty much wrapped up, luckily. We'll be able to head north soon.
I hope you're not upset I came like this, without warning.
True, I haven't always been fond of surprises. They remind me of work, the law of surprise, surprise child. But I think I've changed my mind. Seems surprises can actually be pleasant. Very pleasant. Let's go outside. There's this one cozy spot you're gonna love. How are things in Kovir?
Amazingly boring and predictable. Council meetings mainly concern trade matters, tariffs, storage regulations, that sort of thing.
Missing the excitement?
You know the Aetheri saying, may you live in interesting times? Well, I've already done that, and now I'm looking for a bit of quiet. The other mages I brought with me from Novigrad, or who made it north on their own, feel the same. You wouldn't recognize them. No conspiracies, cabals, plotting. They just sit there and work, for the good of the kingdom. Sometimes I think it's all too lovely to be true. That something's bound to happen. Another war, or some other horror. But for now, it's nice. And once you finish your business here and come join me, it'll be even better.
So, how do you like my vineyard?
I think you know the answer to that. I like it a lot. House is big, but not showy. Lovely location. Perfect for romantic getaways.
Just finished some remodeling. Paid through the nose for it, but I think it was worth it. There are already some new saplings and flowers around the grounds, but I think it's still missing something. Maybe a hedge maze? With a statue in the center? One that's stately and nude.
Oh, Geralt, don't bring up that ball. The wine got to my head and I...
Not bringing it up to tease, but to reminisce. That evening, it was magic. And your dress. You looked lovely in it.
I've got it with me. I could put it on one evening. We'll dine outside by candlelight, listen to the music of the cicadas.
Can't wait. How'd you find me? Kavir's a long way off.
I have my ways, Geralt. A hydromancy, for example.
Oh yeah, that's right. So, what becomes of us? See anything else in the reflection?
Zoltan moves in.
Please tell me you're joking.
You can breathe easy. Far as I know, he settled down in Novigrad and has no intention of budging. In all seriousness, though, I did see a few scraps of our future, but I'd rather not tell you exactly what.
Why not?
Because you said you've grown to like pleasant surprises.
This is your first time in Tucson, right? Want me to show you around a bit?
Sorry, but I've already made plans.
Oh? What are you going to do?
Lie down in the sun and not move an inch.
Ah, right. A packed schedule. Not overdoing it a tad.
Oh, gotta get the most of this weather before I return north. Know that joke about how to tell when summer's come to Kavir?
The rain isn't quite so cold.
And sadly, that's not far from the truth. Oh, I shouldn't have told you that. Now you'll change your mind and not come join me.
Wouldn't worry about that. Mind if I leave you here alone for a moment?
Just a moment. Yes, Geralt?
Okay. Ich glaube, das
Mind if I
ist
leave you
so ein
here alone for a
Abschiedsding
moment?
gewesen.
Just a moment.
Hihi.
You sure shit our remnants how to maintain.
So, was hat uns denn Regis verlassen? Letter from Regis. Dear Geralt, if you're reading these words, it means I'm already far beyond the borders of Toussaint. You have found my mutagenator. Of course, you may dub this instrument however you like, perhaps something more fitting to your taste or better reflecting its function, for I have no doubt your knowledge on the subject of mutagens is far more profound and thorough than mine. I've been working on this device in my spare time, but now it is finished and I'm convinced as an inventor can be before his invention has been used as intended, of the usefulness of this apparatus. You are surely wondering what function it is meant to serve. As the name indicates, mutagenerate generates mutagens and operates by absorbing electromagnetic energy waves from bodies. In this case, the bodies of the monsters and evildoers you kill, and when it has absorbed enough so as to be charged a critical amount, the mutagen changes the stored energy into a greater mutagen, which I suspect will make good use of. As you surely understand, I'm an amateur engineer, which is why you must forgive the lack of an ability for you to direct this operation. Which mutagen emerges as a result is determined at random, meaning chance will decide if it's a green, red or blue mutagen. Chance, yet I have noted the colors tend to alternate by and large. I trust you shall find my gift useful. Your dearly devoted friend, Emil Regis Rochelek Terzif Godfroy. P.S. You might be wondering why I decided to toss a mutant generator into your home instead of simply handing it to you in person. Well, you must know I did it out of modesty, believe it or not. Take care, Geralt, and may my gift serve you well. So, haben wir überhaupt unsere richtige Ausrüstung an? Ja. Das ist ein hübsches Kleid.
How might I be of service, sir?
Thanks. Gotta get back.
I thank you for letting me stay.
Seal.
Take care.
Das
Rouse like an angry wolf.
war's jetzt, glaube ich, mit Blood and Wine. Ich glaube, man kann noch irgendwie Siri einladen, dass hier vorbeikommt, aber ich weiß nicht, wie das geht. Oder kommt sie von alleine? Weil ich weiß, bleibt jetzt Triss Filmer da sitzen. So, weil wir haben tatsächlich alles gemacht jetzt, oder? Ja, meine Maus ist schon wieder sonst wo. Ja. Alles fertig. Dann geht es nach Novigrad bzw. Wellen wieder.
Long live Leon and Matilda.
Just yesterday, they were fighting like cats, and today, they're in business to you
Wir
spread some
werden. Ich möchte mal was gucken. Wir hatten doch irgendwo das Schwert von Krach an Crate, was mitleveln soll. Ah, wo habe ich es hingehangen? Gar nicht. Was ist hier reingetan? Liegt das noch hier drin? Winter's Blade da. Muss man das erst anziehen, damit er das Level anzeigt? Oder hat man einfach Pech gehabt? Und das steigt gar nicht so stark. Damage gives this character level. Hm. Ja, ich weiß. Danke. Okay, schade. Ich hab gedacht, das würde stärker steigen, aber anscheinend nicht. Das wird sich rumschleppen, während man aufsteigt. Ich will jetzt mal in so einem Inventar behalten. Wollen wir noch den Scheiß hier machen? Na, wir gehen direkt dahin. Ach, keine schöne Sonne mehr und so. Was wollte ich jetzt gerade nachgucken? Genau, wir können heute noch mal durchlesen, was alles so hier steht. Big bad wolf, you ask why I have these big hands, my friend. Well, I will tell you my secret. Exercise. Big bad wolf. The big bad wolf who lived in the land of thousand fables was, like the other denizens of that strange sphere, created by Artorius Vigo based on a figure from folk tales. Once he served as a playmate to the duke's daughters, acting out scenes with a certain red hooded girl and her grandmother. But as the fable land slowly degenerated, so did he. Geralt and Sienna met the big bad wolf while he was nursing a nasty hangover and was not eager to cooperate. Yet since our heroes needed a bean, which the wolf had, they forced him to act out his tale. That tale ended as it always had. The big bad wolf attacked the hunter, played by Geralt, biting and clawing him fiercely, while his own wounds healed almost instantaneously. Inevitable, however, the big bad wolf was killed and his stomach cut open. This time out came not the grandma or her granddaughter, but the magic bean. 3 little pigs. Why bother with brick? In this climate, even a straw or house is nice and cozy. A little pig. The 3 little pigs are perfect examples of a rather unfortunate phenomenon. Leave even a kind-hearted, warm, naively benign creature to fend for itself, and it won't remain so benign for long. The 3 little pigs from the land of thousand fables were left for years without Artorius Vigo's supervision. During this time they went completely feral, transforming into the 3 wild boars, which attacked anyone who dared approach their ruined town. Silver Basilisk. Und mein Handy ist wahrscheinlich Atlas Earth. Mein Boost abgelaufen, oder? Silver Basilisk. You want a fine pair of boots, you say? Bring me the hide of a silver basilisk, and I will make you boots the whole world will envy. Anatole Witzoli, shoemaker from Beauclair. Geralt always liked looking at things that don't exist. Be it a vampire with a human heart, or the last basilisk of a species that no scholar has classified. Discovering something, though not to be there to be discovered, caused him great pleasure. That is why he took an interest in a contract which at first glance seemed banal, but proved to be very intriguing. It concerns the last basilisk of the nearly extinct species Regulus platinum. The thin scales covering silver basilisks are thinner than those of their more common brethren, making them thereby easier to burn. The igni symbol does prove very useful in a fight against one of the number, yet one must be wary of the monster's venom, which is much stronger than that found in their widespread kin. Geralt decided to kill the basilisk, the Witcher trait not being one that makes room for sentiment. He thus eliminated the last member of the species, which now could definitely be classed as extinct. Ja, cozy. Slithered Matriarchs. If you ever find yourself facing a monster that breathes fire, strike with the tail tipped with venomous spines, bites you with sharp teeth, and swipes with even sharper claws and tends to knock its prey to the ground as a sonic blast, then you are fighting a Slithered. With an arsenal like that, it comes as no surprise folk often mistake these draconoids for dragons, yet the experts, meaning witchers, know Slitheards constitute an entirely separate species. Much smaller than dragons and far less dangerous, with one exception: Slitheard females in mating season, or even birth just after laying the eggs. When fighting such individuals, my suggestion is to get as far as possible from the danger as quickly as possible, preferably by running at full tilt without looking back. Slitheards. Some peasants once offered me a king's ransom to slay a Slitheard, a damned hefty purse, chock full of gold, but it turned him on. Coin is no good if you're dead, and a Slitheard, that's no fucking folktale. Zato, one of the Crinfriend Reavers. Slitheards are often mistaken for wyverns or folktales, yet make no mistake, Slitheards are nasty, terrible, dangerous beasts, and confusing them for wyverns will end very badly for the confuser. While wyvern can tear apart and devour an untrained man in seconds, only a Slitheard can first bake him to a crisp with a waft of fiery breath. Slitheards are keenly aggressive and attack from both ground and air. Their goal during a fight is to get close enough to their foe to injure it with breath of fire and knock it down with a sonic blast. Like wyverns, Slitheards also attack with venom spiked tails. Slitheards like to disengage mid fight, to fly into the air and plummet down at high speed while spewing out balls of fire. Right before these ingenious missiles emerge, you can observe a fiery ball forming in the monster's maw. While airborne, a slicer can also attack with its claws and teeth. It is worthwhile to employ the art and igni sign to force the slicer to the ground. They are not, however, vulnerable to burning. Before tackling one of them, be sure to coat your blade in draconite oil. Morose Golem. Long years of solitary study tend to make mages somewhat eccentric. As the years pass, lay people begin to irritate them more and more. They are dense, unreliable, disobedient, and determined not to understand the gravity of mages' work. They display emotion when they should show discipline and self-mastery. No wonder mages have long considered the best companion to be artificial constructs they themselves bring to life and designed to follow their rules and meet their needs. Professor Monroe was no exception in this regard. His golem was his dutiful servant and companion, in good times and bad. Monroe's golem was also an excellent guardian, massive, unyielding, and devilishly strong. All in all, he was a tough nut for a witcher to crack. Pixies. Look, pixies, we should go. No, come. Come on, what harm can cute little pixies do? Last words of two criminals who broke into the land of thousand fables. Identities unknown. Pixies might look like gentle, harmless creatures, yet in their case, the saying about appearances being decisive fits all too perfectly. The pixies from the land of thousand fables were created to protect that magic place from intruders and ensure the ducal daughters, Sylvia Anna and Anna Henrietta, did not come to even the slightest harm. Thus, whenever anyone else crossed the pixies' path, it ended badly for them, for pixies are aggressive, warlike creatures created to kill, defend and fight till they can fight no more. Elementals waren das, okay. Giant centipedes. Among the fascinating flora and fauna of the Duchy of Toussaint, one also encounters creatures of the decidedly unpleasant sort, such as giant centipedes. Not only do these beasts look hideous to the eye, they can do colossal damage to the flesh as well. I decidedly advise against them. A visit to Toussaint, one of the many guides authored by Peterine Salvas. Giant centipedes are enormous insect-like monsters which can be found in many places in the world, but are particularly common in the lands, or more precisely under the lands, of Toussaint. There they often dwell in close comity with Shalmers, for a sort of monstrous symbiosis have developed between them. Giant centipedes feed on the small creatures which eat Shalmer dung. Hard, chitinous armor cover nearly the entire body of a giant centipede. Sticking out from under this carapace are rows of hooked limbs. Giant centipedes are able to burrow into the ground with shocking speed, only to then appear back on the surface in another place. Once they select a target, they will circle it determinedly, trying to get close enough to deliver a blow. They attack primarily with their powerful mandibles, but they also possess glands allowing them to spew acid. The greatest obstacle when fighting giant centipedes is their thick armor, which deflects most blows not only from weapons but also from magical means, such as those dealt by simple spells or witcher signs. When attacked with a weapon, they will often parry the strike and quickly reply with their own forceful counter. Thus, the best method for fighting them is to catch them in a Jurden trap, keeping them from protecting themselves with their armor or burrowing into the ground. Harisi. It attacked us, gods. I do not what it were, but it were at last 4 spans high, valiant peasant woman. Valen's woods and bogs brim with monsters. This fact is well known, and thus, when the war drove refugees into this hostile land, certain of the number, though, to avoid the dangers of the lowlands by hiding in an abandoned mine, they were in for an unfortunate surprise. The shaft they chose for their sanctuary was inhabited by a poisonous Arachas, a merciless, bloodthirsty monster. The Witcher knew he was in for a tough fight. The Arachas had dwelled in the mine for years and had grown large and particularly strong and resilient in that time. Like other members of its vile species, it would be dangerous both at close quarters and in the distance. What's more, it was almost certainly venomous. He would need to imbibe swallow or golden oriole, or both, before attacking if he was to stand a chance of surviving. A small consolation. The Witcher knew the monster would be vulnerable to his signs, especially Igni, Yard and Jörden, as well as to the northern wind bomb. The Witcher arrived at the cave too late to save the refugees, but he could still avenge their fate. He slew the powerful Arachas and destroyed the eggs, bearing its 5 offspring. Kikimori warriors. Then the Kikimori princess summoned all her loyal sisters, and off they went. Together they charged the enemy, trying to harm their queen. Kikimori princess and the mountain giants. Cornelius Briggs, Dwarven Children's Fable, fragment. It is unknown how exactly the Kikimoris communicate with each other. Autopsies are hampered by the high toxicity of their subjects. Scholars even established that Kikimoris do not seem to possess any detectable auricil. One amateur researcher, Countess Salvarez, put forth a theory in his treatise, A Microscope Among Monsters, suggesting Kikimoris have a highly developed sense of smell and use airborne particles undetectable to humans to transmit information. This theory has yet to be proven or disproven. Achso, Pheromone. Kikimori warriors defend their nest from attackers. They attack somewhat slower than Kikimori workers. They are able to spew streams of caustic venom at great distance and leap to attack. This venom is highly unique in that it reacts with the Witcher's body to raise the level of his potion toxicity. They are covered with thick, hard armor which easily deflects blows from even the sharpest sword. Kikimori warriors are protected by swarms of workers which obey their orders until they are themselves eradicated. They are completely immune to the effects of the Axi-sign, but vulnerable to Igni, oils, and bombs harming insectoids and blows dealt by a silver sword. Kikimori workers. Gib mir den Boost. Danke. The old fool came home all black and blue, claiming Kikimoris had attacked him in the woods. Who does he take me for? His mates worked him over because he cheated at Gwent. If it'd been Kikimoris, he'd been dead, and I have peace at last. Lavinia, wife of a Bouclair innkeeper. Kikimoris form colonies, making them similar to communal insects such as ants. A Kikimori colony is ruled by a queen and organized into something of a social hierarchy. Kikimori workers take care of hunting food and bringing it back to the nest, while Kikimori warriors defend the nest against attackers. A worker on its own can be easily killed by even a weak person or a child. It is rare indeed, however, to come across an isolated individual. For Kikimori workers usually move in groups of a few to a dozen or so members. The only defense against the swarm of Kikimoris available to a normal person is to flee, and not even that is guaranteed to work. Kikimori workers listen to orders given by Kikimori warriors. On command, a swarm of workers might begin burrowing tunnels near potential prey to allow for a surprise mass attack. It eliminates the warrior guiding a swarm, however, and the workers will disperse and cease digging. Kikimori workers are nimbler and quicker than warriors. They show complete immunity to the Axi-sign, and when they dig tunnels, they are invulnerable to all other signs as well. Poison also does them no harm. A good method for fighting them is to use the Igni sign as well as oils and bombs meant to damage insectoids. Pale Widows. Never I have seen such a creature. It was like a giant centipede, but white, utterly white. Account of Dr. Vittorius de la Vega after the first encounter with the Pale Willow. This rare variety of giant centipede dwells in underground layers and owes its names to its unusual pale white coloring. Like the more common giant centipede, its body is covered in hard, chitinous armor with numerous hooked limbs sticking out from underneath. Some scholars raise the creatures in laboratory conditions for the properties of their albumin, which makes an excellent base for the brewing of mutagenic potions. So, muss mal wieder ein bisschen hier lesen. Weil wir haben viel dazu bekommen. Ich glaube, bei welchem Spiel auch immer als nächstes kommt, was wir solo spielen, nicht in einer Gruppe, wo irgendwelche Einträge entstehen, sollte ich die mal sofort lesen. Wild One.
How do, lad? Personally, I like getting good and bollocksed.
Oh, turtle's poking its head out. Hey, Witcher, how about joining our band? Grub and hooch. Life in a nutshell. Hey, Witcher, how about joining our band?
Hi, mate! Your mug's not familiar. What is it you want?
Looking for old Geert von Everett.
Ah, that'll be inside.
Okay, was geht hier ab?
Olgierd von Everett. I'm looking for him.
None here by that name.
Can't help wondering. Who are you?
Who do we look like?
A crew of cutthroats? Or a band of former soldiers who got lucky?
Ah, but that's where you err. 'Cause we're sons of nobles, all.
And daughters.
So, gonna tell me who you are, precisely?
The Redanian Free Company. The Wild Ones, folk call us. Owing to the boar in our coat of arms.
I was told I'd find Olgierd von Everett here.
Someone's made an arse of you, brother.
So maybe you can make up for that and help me, brother.
Something tells me you and me have got different mums.
All right, Ungus, you've had your fun. I'm Olgierd. Tell me, what brings you here?
No, I'm Olgierd.
You? Not likely. I'm all geared.
You folk are a hoot and all, and I'd love to stay for more laughs, but time's short.
Whoa, shit just got serious.
Hear about the monster in the sewers. Seems Olgierd von Everett's offered a bounty on it.
Shit was serious from the start. Goes without saying with a Witcher.
How's that?
The purge you lot of emotion. It's why you're all stiff. Hey? You think they shoved a long pike up your arse?
All right, Master Witcher. Jests are done. Whether the good bit as it is, I'm impressed. Come on, I'll take you to Olgierd.
Okay.
What do they call you?
Geralt of Rivia.
Guests? Bit of advice, Geralt of Rivia. Once you meet Olgierd, try and pique his interest.
I gotta pique his interest? He's the one wants a monster dead.
Aye, but he don't need you to kill it. So, you want this job? You gotta grab his attention. And he's one to get bored mighty quick. Cheers!
Wurde Verkehrs. Dann habe ich halt keinen Job. Dann könnt ihr euch ins Knie ficken. Ich habe genug Geld.
Ottoman, sir. You've a guest.
Do you know what types of sculptures fetch the best prices? Statues of deities, busts of kings, and nudes. And what have we here? A naked wench.
Er schmeißt die oder?
What do you think of her?
Frankly, gotta say I prefer the work of Pax Gernst.
Ah, the Kaviri school. Are you an Oxenfurt man?
No. Know some folk who graduated from there, though.
I used to like Botticelli. The life he could breathe into a chunk of cold stone. But I look at it now, and it seems just a rock, ideally proportioned. Not a flaw on its surface. Painfully perfect. As lifeless and boring as a boulder at the roadside. That's better. More interesting, at the least. Very well. And now to the matter at hand. Let's rejoin the company. Partake of some refreshment first.
Ataman Olgierd, long may he live! Long live the Ataman! Long live the Ataman! Long live the Ataman!
Come and drink with us!
Well, we haven't a choice now. Fetch us some wine, dear. And a nibble or two.
This some special occasion? Or just feel like feasting?
Every occasion's special. Today we celebrate a dubbing.
Whose?
Squire Herodor's new sabre.
I've hit on a name for her. Fair Sabre, I dub thee Tradiciana!
Monster in the sewers. Know anything more?
I've no clue what it is. Only that it's deadly. I'd not have bothered had my cook not become its victim. Ooh. The way she prepared game had no equal.
That why she was in the sewers? To fetch game?
Nay. She went to a fair with a sister or cousin, matters not. Daft wench convinced her a prince transformed into a toad lives in the Oxenfurt sewers. And you know women. Each craves a prince and will wade knee-deep through shite to get him. Vissy was no exception in that respect. Down she went, never to return. Wasn't the first, it seems, either. Hey! Leave her be! Is that any way to treat the lord of the manor's daughter? Apologies. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the contract. So, you'll check it?
Just one formality to resolve first. My pay.
Never you mind that. Return with the beast's head, and you'll have leave to take anything you wish from here.
Awfully generous. Still, I'd prefer to agree a specific amount.
Ooh, fine. How much would you like? 3? 400 crowns?
450.
Agreed. And that'll be in addition to whatever memento you wish to take.
No, sorry, I'm not interested.
Consider the beast gone.
Confident? Bring me its head, and the reward shall be yours. Geralt.
Immerhin hat
What is it?
die Bardame geschützt. Finde ich gut. Bisschen sympathisch. Aber die kommen mir, naja, die halt Mercenaries vor.
Take one down, pass her around, 99 barrels of rum on the wall.
Warum ist es so dunkel hier?
Rum in 99 barrels. That'd be a good time.
What do you say we look for the cellar, cozy up to a hefty jug?
Ah, you drunk! Go home, you sots!
Keep her down, you'll burst the vessel. That bloody Nilfgaardian Imperia can kiss me down there.
What a pickle.
Seid ihr Gäste hier oder habt ihr das Ding einfach besetzt?
Hey, Witcher! How about joining our band?
Get a lot of things in our band. Board isn't one of them.
Guests, fish, and bloomers all stink after 3 days.
The devil walked a crooked path, his heart a full of ire. No soul would lend him coin for drink, no wench would quench his fire.
Ist die Frau irgendwo hier? Ich hätte ein paar Fragen. Auction house letter. Dear cherished customer, we are extremely pleased you decide to make us of our service. We believe the sculpture be the famed Giacomo Botticelli, which you have purchased, will bring you immense joy. We hope the artwork reaches you safely and unblemished. If not, please report any concerns or complaints to Roy and Roy Delivery Services, who bear full responsibility for the work's transport. We hope you will choose to do business with us again and invite you to take part in our subsequent auctions. The Borsodes Auction House. Okay. Das haben wir schon gelesen. Das wurde uns von Dingsens vorgelesen. Regis. Scheinbar existiert sie nur in der Cutscene, die Frau. Oder sie ist hinter einer verschlossenen Tür.
You that mad cunt who hunted King?
Oh.
Hey, you! Puss papers!
Puss papers.
Name's Geralt.
But I'm gonna call you Puss Peepers. That a problem?
Get to the point.
Got an offer. Potentially lucrative Puss Peepers. Someone's killed me mate. Name was Clivert. You're to figure out who did it, then cut the bugger's head off.
Why not avenge him yourself? Seems like you all relish swinging your sabers.
Aye, we do. And if I knew who'd axed Clivert, I'd have gutted him ages ago. Thing is, I don't. But you see a lot with them Puss Peepers. You'll track him down.
Keep talking.
Clivert dealt Fistech. A few days past, he rode to Bowden to take a delivery. Never came back.
Been there? Actually seen his corpse?
No, but Clivert was one damned reliable Orson. We was to meet. He didn't show. Can only mean he's dead. Find the bastard who did this. Find him and kill him. I'll pay top coin.
Need to think it through.
Clivert's got a scar on his forehead, not unlike yours. Spot that, you'll know it's his body.
Said I'd think about it.
Know what, Puss Peeps? One look at a bloke and I know what he's made of. You'll do what I ask. I bet anything on it. Look for me in Oxenfurt. The Alchemy Inn on the main square.
Wo ist das mal an?
They eat
That
and
bloody
drink
Nilfgaardian
and
Imperial
smoke and
can
fight
kiss me down
and dance
there.
with lasses blithe and bonny. They stop and shout throughout the night, singing, "Hey, noddy, noddy!"
Achso, so. Andere Richtung. Egal.
Gonna hang your head from my saddle.
Was? Achso. War ein Neckers.
Run, Roach.
Oh. Ist das ein Riese? Ach. Das ist der Elemental. Das haben wir doch schon mal kaputt gemacht. Steht ein neuer darum.
Stench.
Nee, das wollte ich nicht. Warum hält er so viel aus? Ja, wir waren ja schon. Bum, 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 bum. Oh. Ghouls.
Come on. Smells like solutions, reagents. Wonder what's cooking. Smells of... they were cooking Fistech. Took most of the equipment, only left what was broken. True as true can be. Dangerous trade narcotics.
Warning letter, Cluviat. Mate, you gotta keep your eyes peeled, wide open. Someone's taking interest in your work. They wanna make you an offer you're not gonna be able to refuse. In your shoes, I pack it up and go hide somewhere far away. Zeracania, for example. Roderick.
Open window. Boot print on the bed. Somebody was in a hurry.
Drogendealer also. Ja, wir sind absolut reich, wir brauchen nichts mehr. Oh.
Scar on his forehead. Must be Clivert. Bolt in the back. Went in deep, so a close range shot. From the village, what that direction looks like. crossbow bolt, and footprints deep. Shooter must have been wearing heavy armor. Hoofprints leading towards the hill. Someone's still there.
Klop, klop. Niemand da. Orders to attack Bowden. I heard rumors abandoned village of Bowden I've heard rumors the abandoned village of Bowden is abandoned no more. A pack of common bandits have moved in and made it into their own little fist-tech manufactory. We cannot allow this. I'm issuing the order to attack the village and exterminate the vermin. We will make an example, strike some terror in everyone's hearts, haul any equipment and supplies to our lab northwest of Brunwich, destroy everything else. Ulrich. Okay. Ulrich. Wo sind denn eure Besitzer? Das sind Spinnen, oder? Ich mag es nicht, gegen die zu kämpfen, die sind stark. Ne, ist ein Endregger, okay. Habe ich mich verhört? Insektoid.
Hang your head from my saddle.
Haben wir eigentlich das Max-Bonus-Level schon erreicht, die Waffe? Ne, gar nicht. Oh, die Waffe ist kaputt. Hier eigentlich irgendwas in der Nähe? Irgendein Fragezeichen? Ne, die haben wir schon alle abgegrast irgendwann mal. Okay, was finden wir jetzt hier? Menschen. Fallen. Ist das the Flaming Rose Order?
What's this? Order of the Flaming Rose have a new seat? Not too shabby.
You listen, vagrant. Dunno why you're here, but take my advice. Go back to wherever you came from.
So, why are you still standing there? I need to smash your painting?
Don't like your tone. Change it. Nein. What's inside?
Wondering what you got inside, because it reeks of fist tech to me. Mind if I have a look, brethren?
Aye, we'd mind. Very much so.
Enough of these games. I'm counting to 3, and you're gonna be gone when I'm done. Got it? 1, 2...
Ich bezahle ihn nicht, wanna fight.
3. You'll never learn.
Ihr wisst schon, dass wir euren Grandmaster abgemurkst haben. Ja. Hoppala. Mein Cinematic Kamera Game muss besser werden. Was ist da was? Nur Ressourcen, okay. Oh.
Bloody hell! Who the devil are you? I'm a witcher, or as your brethren prefer to call me, a mutant, a freak.
You shouldn't be in here.
And Knights of the Flaming Rose shouldn't be murdering humans or producing drugs.
True. We shouldn't. We're supposed to defend the downtrodden, spread faith in the eternal fire. But Radovid tricked us. He broke his oath, sent our brethren to the front as common grunts, and once the mighty order was bled dry, he disbanded us. Took our lands, confiscated our domains to finance his war. The brethren who didn't object were appointed mage hunters. Those who took umbrage dared to stand up to him. They were imprisoned or exiled. We're but a handful who still wear the colours. And we must find a new place in this world.
Congratulations and goodbye.
So you turned rogue? That your idea? Wonder what Siegfried of Denel would say.
Siegfried of Denel would... But how do you even... I know you. You're Geralt of Rivia, Jacques de Aldersberg's killer.
Das ist richtig.
None other. And if I had to go back, I'd do it again.
Hey, aus dem ersten Teil.
The start of our downfall. You were the beginning. A cursed mutant. Draw your blade!
No need to yell. Just ask, politely.
Alles klar. Oh boy, das sind ein paar. Oh, das ist nicht gut.
Let's end this.
Ja. Fiend Meat hatte der. Hätten wir das auch freundlich enden können? Hätte er uns gehen gelassen, wenn wir gesagt hätten, okay, cool, goodbye. Hä? Oh, da ist noch einer. He dead. Nö. Ja. Vor allen Dingen, warum kommt er auf die bekloppte Idee, gegen uns zu kämpfen, wenn sogar der Großmeister gegen uns gestorben ist, der sogar noch ein Magier war? Manche sind nicht so klug, hm? So, wollen wir mal. So, das sollten wir. Das sollten wir vielleicht auch mal machen. Das ist gar nicht mal weit weg. Okay. Gut, aber was dieser Runenride macht und wie es sonst so weitergeht und ob wir bezahlt werden und ob wir noch mehr Flaming Rose Doodles treffen, sehen wir in der nächsten Folge. Ich wünsche euch einen schönen Morgen, einen schönen Tag oder einen schönen guten Abend. Abhängig davon, was ihr guckt. Tschüss.